I'm Pastor Evans. You're listening to What I Hear. I like to listen to all types of songs, but the ones that I like or I enjoy listening to the most are ones that have well thought out, challenging lyrics. One of the artists that does that the best in the gospel industry is Jonathan McReynolds. Today we're looking at one of his songs called Make Room.
So I will make room for you.
And we wanted to look at this one because of the lyrics. The first 4 lines in this song are probably the most challenging of any song that you will listen to currently. I find space for what I treasure. I make time for what I want. I choose my priorities. And Jesus, you're my number one. If you just listen to those 4 lines and you don't listen to anything else, you realize that it's a challenge to what we think and what we choose to put in front of God. So why am I telling you all this? Because I want you to hear what I hear. This theme of recognition of treasure. Recognition of treasure. The Bible says in Matthew 6:21 that where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. What do we really put first? What do we really treasure? Is it God or is it our finances? Is it God or is it our family? Is it God or is it those things that would make us feel like we're successful? Where are you putting your heart? Where are we putting our effort? What are you giving your attention? That's what you treasure. Are you finding space in your life for the Lord? So the challenge in the song here is make room for God. So the second thing I hear in the song is that making room, any room, is a deliberate daily decision. Let me ask you this. If you were going to stay at a friend's house for a couple of days and you arrive and has been no preparation made for you, there's not a place for you to lay your head, there's not any food that you can actually eat, they had no forethought about you coming, how welcome would you feel? Not very welcome, right? So our decision to make room for God in our lives is a deliberate daily decision. If you want God to feel welcome in your life, then you must make preparation for him. You have to make room for him. Several times in the song, the artist says these words, so I will make room for you. I will prepare for 2, so you don't feel that you can't live here. And here's a request, please live in me. Probably the most important theme in the song is this, that God will not come into your life unless you invite him. The request is critical. This leads me into my favorite part of the entire song. This section of the song, the writer gives God permission to move anything out of his way that will make him feel unwelcome in our hearts. Now, God absolutely does not need your permission to move things out of his way. But how powerful is it that we would willingly say to God, you can move anything out of your way so that you can take residence in my heart. When you listen to the song, there's a long list of things that he says God can move over. I'm going to give you just a few of my favorite ones. He says, my will.
My will.
You can move that over. Why is that important? Because it's your will that encourages you and leads you to do things. So my will, you can move that over, replace it with yours. My ego, how I feel about myself, the pride that I may have, my plans, the things that I plan may not be the things that you plan, God. You can move that out of your way. And whatever is taking your space, whatever I put in the place of you, God, please move it over and then live in me. My favorite part of the song, if you listen to it, I think you'll love it. At this point in the song, the music is high, the energy is high, and then at the end, it breaks all the way back down and gets us to those first 4 lines. I find space for what I treasure. I make time for what I want. I choose my priorities. And Jesus, you're my number one.
So I will make room for you.
In my opinion, a powerful song. The artist, Jonathan McReynolds. The song, Make Room. That's what I hear.